Today, I gotta ask you the question, how would you like to earn yourself one of these? Or one of these? Or do you even have a clue what they are? Well, stay tuned, because I'm about to break it down for you. What's up, everybody? My name is Amin Phillips. You're watching the Sticky Web Domains channel. If you're a new subscriber to my channel, I want to welcome you to the Sticky Web Domains Nation. On this channel, we talk about everything from railroading, motivational speeches, or entrepreneurship. If you're already a subscriber, well, welcome back. Today, I want to talk about not quitting the railroad. Some of you guys probably don't even have a job on the railroad yet. But for those of you who have already landed your job, or you just got your conditional offer and you've been in it a week, 2 weeks, I'm here to tell you to stick it out and don't quit. The first few weeks of the railroad is going to be very tough. You're going to miss home. You're probably most likely going to be away from your terminal, and you're going to get homesick, and it's not easy. There's a lot of stress when it comes to the testing and taking on all the information and just missing your friends and family. Trust me, you do not want to make that mistake of giving up this early in the game. You have to stick it out and follow through. The reward at the end of this rainbow is great. The hard part is taking in all the information, doing the OJT, and sticking it out. Being a new hire, it isn't easy. It's very intimidating, and there's a lot of things you have to take in. But do not let that sidetrack you from the bigger goal. You're going to be confused about a facing point switch or a trailing point switch. You're going to be hearing the term, don't run a switch, and you're going to have no clue what any of that means. But that's okay, because you're a new hire, and you're not supposed to. I think the number one focus for the railroad when a new hire comes on is their safety. If you make the mistake of trying to learn everything too fast, all you're going to end up doing is overwhelming yourself, and then you're going to be under a lot of pressure. Take in the information day by day and just listen to everybody and their advice. Everybody is there to help you. Nobody wants to see you get hurt or killed. So just take in what people have to say and be willing to learn. But do not give up on the railroad just yet. The hardest parts of being a new hire on the railroad is going to start when you start taking your first test or exams. You're going to feel a lot of pressure, and a lot of you guys, if you're like me, you probably haven't been in a classroom setting in a very long time. And all you have to do is relearn how to retain information. You can do things like sticky notes, using a highlighter, using folders with certain sections and binders. You can separate things and put information into different sections. You have to find a way to remember and retain the information. So once you get past that challenge and you're able to figure out how to retain the information, then all you have to do is focus on the test. And the best way for you guys to focus on those tests is, I think, is to have group study sessions. When you learn in a group, I just feel like it's better to retain the information, because then you can test each other on the information. So if all possible, try to get to know your classmates and study as a group. When I was in class, we either met at each other's house, or sometimes we even met at a local bar or a pizza place and just had a few drinks and had some fun. But at the same time, we were practicing our flashcards for our signals, and we were testing each other. And at the end of the day, it all worked out great. Getting with other people and testing each other does not hurt, and it's definitely a great way to retain the information. When you go home at the end of the class, always try to study your rule book for at least 30 minutes, maybe an hour if possible. Just go through the book and get familiar with it, because a lot of the testing is going to involve how well do you know how to navigate your rule book. So if you know how to get to air brakes and handling, or GCOR, or special instructions, or any of the safety information, and you know exactly what you're looking for, then you are going to have no problem when it comes to passing the test. Get to know your rule book and study it. The hardest part of being a new hire is just the overwhelming of being away from home and in a new city, or maybe just the road itself. When you start the road OJT, you're going to be in a hotel for probably up to 24 hours, but you're going to be doing some traveling. And you're going to be getting some phone calls early in the morning sometimes. I'm talking 3, 2 o'clock, maybe even 1 o'clock a.m. because you got to go out with the conductor, and you're going to shadow him, and they're going to show you everything the conductor does. So don't get discouraged or feel like the job isn't for you because you don't want to wake up too early, or you're not going to be able to handle being on call. You have to remember, a road job is most likely going to go for seniority guys, and you can take a while to build up seniority. Now, this all determines on the railroad you hire with. Some railroads are the exact opposite. Some railroads, the seniority guys like to work in the yard, and they send the young guys on the road. So you never know the situation you're truly going to be in. So don't say you don't like a certain part of the railroad and you quit when you're not even sure what part you're going to be working in once you mark up and you're done with class. So stick it out and just see what's going on, get a feel for everything before you decide to throw in the towel. Nobody said that this job was going to be easy. I know you might look at videos and you might have an idea of what a conductor does, but being a conductor, switchman, or brakeman are not easy tasks. All these jobs require for you to work outside at some point. If you're on the road, you won't be outside that much, of course, because you're going to be in a cab and you're going to be helping the engineer and reading signals and talking to dispatchers. But if you're a switchman on the ground, then yes, you most likely will be outside quite a bit of that day. In the rain, in the winter, and you're going to be feeling those elements. Be prepared to be dressed properly for the job. And I'm talking about raincoats, over boots, just in case, it's in the winter. You're gonna want over boots so that your feet don't get too cold, or insulated gloves. So just dress properly for the job. A lot of you guys are gonna get on the railroad and you're gonna feel like being on call is just too hard for you to handle. But just wait. Back up the truck. It's not so bad once you get the hang of it. And what I mean is that there are apps that, like for BNSF, we have an idea of where we're going. All we gotta do is look at our app, and it pretty much tells us what time or the projection of when we go to work. So it's not like you just get a phone call and there you go. You gotta stop what you're doing. There are ways to get an idea of when you're working. You can go on the desktop computer and log into your portal to see what's going on, or be like me and just use your mobility app. So you're not totally in the dark when you're on call as a conductor or on the railroad itself. And then if you're working in the yard, you're gonna get your 2 days off. They might not be Saturday and Sunday, but they will be 2 days, and in those 2 days, you can do whatever it is you have to do. And even if it's not on a Friday, Saturday, you can still end up getting more than 2 days off in most cases. If business slows down a little bit, you may not be working 5 days a week. There are awesome rewards about being a railroader. This is a reverser. This is what you're gonna need to move a locomotive engine forward or backward. This is the keys to get in or lock up the engine when you're done. I'm not an engineer, so why do I have these? Because I'm a hostler. And as a hostler, I can move around the locomotive engine as long as there are no cars attached to it. You will have your chance to move around a locomotive. All you gotta do is hang in there. If you guys like this video, then share it. If you think anybody you know, friends or family, that can benefit from anything I said, then please share this video with them, because sharing is caring. Also, don't forget to like this video by hitting that little like button below. And if you're not already a subscriber, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe today and hit that alerter bell next to that so you know every time I upload a new video, or simply when I go live. Until the next time, people, I'm gonna see you on the rails.